चलिए दोस्तों शुरू करते हैं विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम. In the last video we already covered that how the traffic forwarding happening in the ACI if the source and destination on the same leaf, or we can say destination on the destination local. Okay, here in this video we'll see that how the ACI forwarding will happen in the case leaf as an entry for the remote destination in the endpoint tables. What I mean to say that, let's suppose we want to see a forwarding a packet from this Windows Server 1 to Windows Server 2. So in this case, on this leaf 1, in the endpoint table, there is already entry available for this Windows Server 2 on this leaf 1, and vice versa. On the leaf 2 also, entry for the IPA is already there in the endpoint table. So let's suppose this Windows Server 1 wants to communicate with the Windows Server 2. Windows Server 1 have an IP address is IPA MAC A. For the Windows Server 2, which is connected behind the leaf 2, its IP address is IPB MACB. Okay, they want to communicate. Once the packet reaches to the leaf 1 will check the endpoint table. We already seen that how to check the endpoint table. So leaf 1 will see the endpoint table with respect to tenant and with respect to VRF. In that, he will find out the entry. In the entry, he will find out two things. First thing, he will find out interface with the tunnel interface. Okay, and second, he will also find out the encapsulation, like we have in the last videos in the different type of VLAN type. So he will refer the VXLAN VNID ID. Okay, to forward the traffic to the remote leaf. Okay, what it will do, it will attach the, we have a source IP, a destination IP, source MAC, destination MAC. On that packet, it will attach the VXLAN header. Okay, after that it will attach the source IP of leaf 1 and destination IP of leaf 2 with the help of tunnel, as this traffic needs to be forwarded on the tunnel interface. Okay, and after that it will put the source MAC and destination MAC, which got changed on the every L3 hop, like it will change on the when spine forward further. So that L2 header source MAC and destination MAC rewrite will happen, and the forwarding will happen. Once the traffic will reach to the leaf 2, leaf will de-encapsulate the packet. It will remove the VXLAN header, and it will forward the packet to the endpoint to the Windows Server 2. So this is how the packet will be got encapsulated. We are to put this like source IPA and destination IPB, source MAC, destination MAC. We are assuming this entry already on the leaf 1, and before forwarding the traffic to the infra in the fabric, leaf will attach the VXLAN header. Okay, and after that it will attach the L2 header and L3 header. In the L2 header, source leaf IP VTAP tunnel endpoint IP address will be this, and destination tunnel endpoint will be this. I put the destination IP for this, and source IP will the leaf 1, and after that this L2 header source MAC of this interface, and you the interface from which going to forward the traffic, and destination MAC of the spine this end interface IP interface MAC address. And once the traffic will reach on the spine 1 or spine 2, okay, again this L2 header rewrite will happen. The source and destination MAC will go change. Once the traffic will reach here, this L2 header first will be removed, and L2 and L3 header will got removed, and after that it will this leaf will remove the VXLAN header also. And after that, on the basis of this and he will again check the endpoint table. In the endpoint table, he will find out that this destination IPP is located on this ETH1/3, and he will forward the traffic to the Windows Server 2. So this is how endpoint table look like. We are checking the endpoint table for the tenant TK for the VRF1, and this is a screenshot I got from the one of the Cisco live presentation. So here we have the same output we have seen in the last video also. Here we can see that for this 192.168.1.11, we are learning this MAC and IP from the tunnel 8. Okay, so from the remote leaf we are learning, and this is the VXLAN encapsulation we are talking about. When the packet will reach on the leaf will do the VXLAN header, and it will put the source IP and destination IP of the source leaf and remote leaf with the help of the tunnel interface. Okay, so once we check the endpoint table, we find the tunnel number. So what we can do, we can check the tunnel interface. In the tunnel interface, we can check the tunnel destination, and after that, with the help of destination IP, if you run the command ACI diag FNV read, so we'll be able to find out that this IP tunnel destination IP, with the help of tunnel destination, we'll be able to find out the leaf number. Okay, from where this tunnel going, from the source leaf to destination, which leaf destination leaf is going. If destination is behind the VPC virtual port channel, in that case, tunnel endpoint will be the virtual tunnel VTAP, virtual VTAP IP, virtual endpoint IP. So this is how mquery minus cvpc domain, with the help we will be able to find out that what are the VPCs are configured, and what is a VTAP IP for the pair of leaf. Like here in this uh, output, we are able to see that this 11.0.64.65 IP belong to the leaf 101 and 102, as both leaves are configured as a VPC peer devices. And similar way, for this leaf 103 and 104 also a pair, which are configured as a VPC peer devices for the both virtual IP same 11.0.192.64, 11.0.192.64. Here you can see that we are checking the endpoint information in detail. So this is the endpoint IP. You can put the MAC also if you want to check for the information with respect to MAC. Okay. So here you can see that there are the different type of VNID. This is the VNID for the VLAN VNID and BD VNID. For the VRF also we have a different VNID. For this VRF VNID will come to the picture when we have a routed traffic. Okay, layer 3 traffic, and BD we use when we have an L2 traffic. Okay, so like we have seen in the in the traffic forwarding, in the case during the VXLAN header encapsulation, these are the VNID will be attached in the packet. Okay, in the case of L3 VRF VNID, this VNID will be come to the picture number, and in the case of L2 traffic, while doing the encapsulation and traffic forwarding the infra in the fabric, so we need to, in the case of head to traffic, we need to use the BDV. So as we have seen the different type of VNID, so these VNID will be the same on all of the leaves. Okay, as and this will help us to identify to which VRF BD traffic belong to for the routing and switching operation to take place.